Thanks, y'all. Can everyone hear me? Yeah? All right, so we've had amazing poets thus far, and I need you to, tap in. If you feel something, say something, right? Okay? Snap about it, stomp about it, do what you gotta do. Just, let us know how you're feeling, okay? Okay. Also, just, premise, I am going to be talking about some serious topics, so just take care of yourselves, whatever that looks like. I just want to let you know that ahead of time. But I'll take you on a journey, but we'll end positive. But, might wreck your souls along the way. Things I wish men would stop doing. Don't put your words in my mouth, shove them down my throat, choke on your punctuation, make me regurgitate your expectations of what you think it means to be a woman. Yes, your words are enormous and extensive and exaggerated, and I'm sure they've been forced in many mouths, but not this queen. See, I prefer short and sturdy words like choice and consent and equality. See, I won't be your oral fixation. No feels better on my tongue than your outdated patriarchy. I'd rather spit out your venomous masculinity than swallow down your inadequacies. But you always think I want it. Push my head down like hooked on phonics, beg me to go deeper. Yell at me not to use teeth when I enunciate your words. Don't want me to drag across your diction, because it feels a little too much like friction, and I know you like your lexicon smooth and soft and malleable. And stop asking why you look so sad, girl. This mouth can smile, but not for you. Trust, my bitch isn't resting. The snarl is yours. See, I'm decidedly displaying disinterest that my face doesn't take orders from thirsty men on streets. This is not an invitation for you to control me, patrol the way I react to this interaction, but thank you for saying I'd be more beautiful if I smiled. You'd be more handsome if you shut up. But men like you have never been good at taking directions. And you know what else? Don't ask what this mouth do, because I don't think you can handle the complexities, fantasies, and daggers the flick of this tongue can manifest. The way I can effortlessly repeat retro-rhythmic radio hits. I can suck my teeth in disgust. I can kiss you goodbye. I can blow bubbles. I can lick these lips, bite back, clap back, redact your repulsive rhetoric. I can spit out what you shove down my throat. I can fuck up your phrasing with a hard side-eye. I can savor only songs for myself. I can taste alphabets of my own substance. But the most important thing that this honest mouth do is say me too. Always louder than the boys will be boys, than the she's asking for it, than she wanted it. Say me too when everyone is around. Say it when no one is watching. Say me too when it stands for you too, stands for too many of us for a lifetime. So keep your words in your mouth and learn to swallow yourself. Thank you. All right. On to the next. Yeah. There you go. This next one I think is extremely important. It deals with topics of domestic violence, and we're all like, that's so terrible, and that should never happen. And yet we are often very complicit in the culture that we've created around what it means to express love. And so I wrote this for all the people who have been silenced, all the people who are no longer here to stand up, and for those maybe in the audience, and for myself who just need to hear how important we are, and that our words have a lot of power. Jessica dies in the end, but for now, she is 7. She likes buttercup yellow and dinosaurs. Today, she comes home from school different. She is lightning, storm, and earthquake. Her mother asks about her day. Her mouth can't hold the words, and they mudslide like decaying earth. Today in school, I was drawing unicorns, and it was the sparkly kind. I named one princess, and then my hair was on the floor. Mommy, the boy who sits behind me had scissors. He was laughing at me. I miss my hair. Mother sighs, relieved, like negative test results. Oh, baby, boys are weird like that sometimes. Get used to it. It's normal. Don't be scared. Everything will be okay. Your hair will grow back. Jessica is 13. She's full of questions and exploration. She loves math and the taste of cinnamon. Bobby's cute, but he chases her at recess, pushes her onto the gravel, and this time, Jessica stays down, cries monsoon for her bloody knees. The teacher saw the attack and runs to her. Jessica tries to shrug it off, says, I fell. I just tripped over on my own feet. I'm clumsy that way. That's why I'm a mathlete, not a track star. Teacher smiles knowingly, says, Bobby must have a crush. Tells her, Bobby must admire you. Just tried to push you out of his mind and got carried away. Says, Jessica, these are growing pains. This is womanhood. Jessica is 16, she loves fanny packs and glasses, and every day since they broke up, Grant bullies her, calls her ugly, sends her hateful notes, posts private pictures. She cries in the bathroom at lunch, cowers from that cafeteria. She needs relief aid for her state of emergency. Her mother suggests she talks to a professional. Doctor asks why she's there. She is articulate, but she reverts back to mudslides, spilling secrets of her body being hashtagged and trending, hashtag revenge porn, hashtag teen whores, how Grant's pet name for her is slut, how he touched her when she pretended to be asleep. Jessica leaves the session feeling better. She goes back to school the next day and gives Grant another chance to make it work. She learns she wasn't reading the signs right. He still loves her. He wants her back. Even thought herself silly for almost letting him go. Jessica is 21. She loves red roses and Beyonce and Spencer. They've been dating for a while and she knows it's love because he tells her how to cut her hair, pushes her down sometimes, tells her she's not pretty enough and how to be prettier just for him. He touches her where he wants, whenever he wants to. He is the perfect guy. He wipes her makeup off and calls her a slut, just like her first love. He kicks her in the ribs until she earthquakes with pain, apologizes again for the volcano of his temper. She keeps confusing lava burns for love. Buttercup bruises cover her face and she can't smell cinnamon through her broken nose. She still loves Beyonce. Listens to Crazy in Love on repeat. Crumbles into earth on repeat. Is buried in dirt, only once. Wonders who will find her fossils. Let's all take just one deep breath in and one deep breath out. I've been contemplating, should I kill Jessica? Should I just leave her be? And we don't talk about the amount of people who get killed. And it is an exorbitant amount of people who die. And I want that to stand for the people who have died, who are in those situations, because it's important. And we should be telling the stories that don't get heard. The stories that we don't talk about every day, and if I can do that on this stage, that's something important. So thank you so much for continuing to listen and be a part of this open mic. Okay. All right, next one. White people, relax. Unclench your buttholes. This is not to chastise your ancestors. This is about a small undersight and you asking us black folk if we know Tyrone, Keisha, Monique, Yolanda, or Javon. And at our core, we want to respond with, shut the hell up, Linda. No, I don't know that Negro you met 3 years ago. The Underground Railroad does not keep us connected. Black Twitter is strong, but Black Girl Magic 87 is everyone born in that year. So you think you've made a logical deduction, noticing black folk, nodding at other black folk in recognition, and it looks like we all know each other. And we do. We're related by cashiers counting cash on countertops in case of contaminated hands. We sit black together in the back of the restaurant. The family served last when currency is privilege accepted. We nod to say, I see you. Because we tend to go missing when we close our eyes. Being called less than out of pickup trucks by white boys and swastikas and red hats with white stitching. Screaming the South will rise in our faces at company events. See, for the next bit from dodging white hands on textured hair, for bosses emphasizing our articulation, we nod as a moment of silence for the murders. We are connected by the, where are you from? No, but really, where are you from? For the comparison of whiter arms to brown skin after summer trips, and how fun it is for them to want to be like us, but never showing up when that tan fades. We've all heard the slave jokes, but I don't see you as black compliments. We are related by our beauty across spectrum melanin. When we show up to marches and protests, those are family reunions. We know each other from Wakanda, where Angela Bassett is our auntie, where black Barbies have 4C hair, where black kids have black role models, and we are black role models, where Black Lives Matter is no longer a question we ask to God, but a statement and a truth. We are related by black education, by black innovation. Damn, I'm rooting for everyone black because we is family, which is to say, Linda, no, I don't know Tyrone, but we're related by your ignorance and our excellence. Thank you all. I have two more for you, and then I will pass on the mic. This one is gonna be dealing with a lot of sexual assault. So just wanted to give you that heads up for what that means. And again, just the fact that you all are here is probably the most important thing you can do, is like being around truth, being around creativity, listening and gaining other perspectives. And so as always, just I'm so thankful that you all are here and a part of this open mic and this experience for today. Boys always been like, send that bitch an oil self-portrait. Bitches love self-portraits. Yes, she ain't even married, and I heard she doesn't even have a dowry. And get this, she doesn't wear anything under her petticoat, and she sews her ankles behind the big apple tree at night. She is such a whore. Boys now be like, yo, send that bitch a dick pic, hey? Bitches love dick pics. Have you seen her Tinder? She has nothing on in her profile. She's practically naked. You know what? I know her. You're definitely gonna get laid. Just swipe right. What are the clothes that I chose to adorn this thick and curvy body to find my right to choose? I said no, but my see-through shirt said yes. My tight skirt said I wanted it, and my lace thong said I've been asking for it. He preyed on the exposure of just my bare hand. A turtleneck betrayed me, and I've never worn tight jeans, but he hunted out my innocence and named it passion when I screamed. My lipstick was just the right shade of red to cause bulls and men to act with abandon, and my 5-inch heels were bigger than his self-worth, so he thrust his weathered weakness into my power. But is that too much reality coming from my Jimmy Choos? See, I turned sonic. I switched Philharmonic, willed violation into his violins, his wailing moans mimicked cellos, his grunting bellowed like a throbbing bass, his panting pounding like a racing percussion, sounding like a cacophony of instruments. My head slams the timpani on the headboard. Desperate fist thrash and woodwing scream, I became symphony. I composed my cries into a long chorus, bright, blasting flurry of hallelujah. I turned symphony. My writhing is a dance that he composed. But do not confuse the beauty of this masterpiece. I was forced into music for survival. He played me like an instrument, but they will say that I was conductor, coerced him with my bedroom eyes, seduced him into sight reading my body, that I liked the sway of his sound. They will shame me as a slut. They will shame me as a whore. They will shame me as a bitch. And I call bullshit. We shame the ones who rape us. No metaphors, no literary devices. We shame the rapist. Yeah, pretty to the point. Don't shame people. Shame the people who are doing the terrible things. All right, I'm going to do my last piece for you all today. Thank you so much for being here and supporting. And so this one, I will need your help. I'm going to point to you, and then whatever I say, then you're going to say. Can you do that? And that goes for everyone, even if you're not here, even if you're enjoying a nice latte in the back or sipping on some wine, feel free to say what I'm saying, okay? So this is for everyone in the room. I wrote this specifically for women and girls to help them find their power and maybe even help myself find that power, because constantly every day we are told we are not enough. And this is for everyone who has ever believed that even a little bit. Girls, this declaration is for you. To my sisters in a world so cruel, to those vulnerable and powerful, trapped inside body parts lead to misguided thoughts. They think we are unworthy. They proclaim that our gender is, excuse me, sorry. I'm gonna stop for a minute. I picked up the wrong one. That's my bean. Yo, sorry y'all. Hey, we all make mistakes, so let's snap for Ashley's mistake because I picked the wrong one. I could do it out of memory and I can't. 1 minute. All right, we cooking with grease now. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. All right, still same thing. Girls, this is a reminder of who you are. Sisters in a world so cruel, to those vulnerable and powerful. They think we are unworthy. They proclaim that our place is determined by our gender, but we know the truth. We have been fighting monsters under our beds for years, and our power has never been questioned until one night when they came for us. And they planted seeds of deception in minds only beginning to learn to love our bodies, and they told us that we're not beautiful. They told us we'll never be strong enough, loud enough, smart enough for ourselves, for him, for her. And in that night, we are convinced that we are broken beyond repair, peeling away pieces of our bodies to sacrifice to a deity that we created out of piles of self-esteem lost. And it's sparked with the friction of us wanting to learn to love ourselves, being told we will never be enough. And in the eyes of the flames, we shrink. And we recoil, and we are bound so tight that the fibers of our existence begin to merge until it bears no resemblance of its host. And we start to listen to the whispers that say, die. But this is our declaration, and I dare you to cut the threads they told you to sew over your mouth and scream that I am beautiful. Now, y'all, I messed up. I started over. I gave you the best of me, and y'all did not give me the best of me. Okay, so, we're gonna, and then, okay. All right. But this is our declaration. I dare you to cut the threads they told you to sew over your mouth and scream that I am beautiful.
I am beautiful.
I am enough.
I am enough.
The vibrations of our voices ring loud and suffocate our once engulfing fire. Your voice is the remedy to a disease that we created and spread. You are the most valuable person in your life. Peel back the layers of your charred heart and give life the opportunity to showcase the strength beating inside, because you are alive. And that is the secret weapon we've been holding all along. Place your hand on your heart and feel every beat, every word. Decipher the Morse code that your body aches for you to know that you are love. To the boys and the girls who have been fighting the monsters under our beds for years, before there was hate and hurt and lies, we conquered our fears. We walked through the world proud and strong. That metronome song is a reminder of who you are. And as long as your heart beats, you will always be enough.